Gearbest kindly sent me another quad to review, and it's actually one of my favourite manufacturers. Certainly I've only had very small quads, nano quads off them. It's the FQ777 brand, and this is the 958, as you can clearly see. So I'm looking forward to a bit bigger quad from them and just putting it through its paces. Got the usual precautions, nice little sturdy box, good old carry handle on the top there, and then it comes in black and white, and it obviously comes with a model with FPV, so hopefully I've got that as well. Let's get this unpacked and have a look. So that's all the packing out the way, and a couple of sets of instructions. That will be the how to operate the Wi-Fi, and mine's obviously come with a camera, which is great, and then the actual instructions for the quad itself. I should go through those later. This sort of moulded plastic to hold it all in position, and it really, nothing's damaged, which is great. And basically it's the Syma X5 was the original one, I think, of this, and there's literally dozens of clones out there. This is obviously another one. I forgot just how light they are, they really don't weigh anything. And there it is, all unpacked, and as you can see it's a gaming style transmitter. These are really smart. I think they feel comfortable in the hand, and everything just sort of falls to where your fingers and your thumbs are, so I like these, and they're good fun to fly with actually. It comes with a single cell 600 milliamp hour battery, and you get a charger for that, which is a USB one, so that either plugs into a mains adapter or you can plug it into your computer or your laptop. You get a little screwdriver there, and that's for completely stripping the quad out if you want, or actually attaching the prop guards. You simply undo this little one here, pop the prop guard on. It won't quite sit there because that screws in there. Screw it back in, and then you've got prop guards. You've got 4 of them. If you're new to flying, put them on because they're really good. The props are quite flexible anyway. They shouldn't really damage anything, but the prop guards will certainly save you a load of grief. You've got a little landing gear there that will just slide into position. We'll do that in a minute. And then you've got a complete set of 4 props, and they're actually clearly marked A and B. Brilliant. Why don't other manufacturers do that? FQ777 certainly do have sort of simple ideas that just help, and I think that's a brilliant one. You've got a little camera here that we're going to put on underneath, and it's actually got click stop, so you can actually position what sort of angle you want to be filming at. It's not going to be high quality, but it's just getting you started in FPV or perhaps into flying, so it's going to be nice to play with. And then you've got a little clip there that goes onto the top of the transmitter, and that holds your mobile phone. So we've got the battery on charge. Always go through the instruction manual then. A good time to do it. This is A5 size, and it's nicely clearly printed black on white, and it's pretty well done actually. It's in one language, which is really nice, so you're not struggling with translations. The call outs are all nice and clear. Like I say, it's nice and clearly printed. It's got photographs with the battery bays and stuff like that. And it runs through basically, it could get you started from if you're new to flying and everything. It'll run through everything with you, which is rather good, and then takes you on to the sort of what the functions are and what they actually do, which is pretty well done. And it's got sort of an exploded view of it on what the parts are called. The only thing it doesn't do is know if you've got problems and things, how to get around things, but I'm sure you'll find an answer on YouTube without any problem. And if you're familiar with flying, you probably won't need this because you'll already have all the information anyway. And then the other little thing we get with it is the one for the FPV, and this one runs on a Wi-Fi on either a tablet or a phone, and it's more geared for a phone, to be honest. You've got the quick QR codes, the quick read codes to get the app, whether you're on Android or Apple, and then it runs through all the basics basically, and runs through everything with that, but I'll cover that when we go through the transmitter. So to just run through the transmitter functions, I won't do the FPV on this bit because you might just want to get out and fly. You simply turn it on the back of the quad, and you can do this either way, the quad or the transmitter, it'll be fine, but I'm going to do it this way and you'll see why with this demo. If I now turn this on, you can see the flashing LEDs, and then it's bound straight away. It auto binds, you don't have to give it any throttle up and down like you normally do. To calibrate the barometer, you simply bring these down and you see it flash like mad for a couple of seconds, and then it stops, and then basically you're ready to fly. If you want to take off yourself, then you put the motors into idle just by pulling the 2 out like that, and then it's ready to go. If you give it some throttle, it will go up, and altitude hold will work straight away, so wherever you stop it, then it will stop around the area. To disarm it, exactly the same again, just bring it down and out on both, and now the throttle's disarmed. If you want to take off automatically, you press this one here, which I won't do indoors because I really won't be popular, and it goes up probably best part of well, between 1 metre and 2 metres, I would say. It pops up into the air after the motors have sat on the ground just for a couple of seconds, still ticking over. Auto land, if you press this bottom one here, so they're quite a convenient place to have them. If you want to go into headless mode, you simply press this one here, and that gives you headless mode. And then to turn headless mode off, you simply press that one again. If you want to return to home, to bring it roughly back to where it started from, they're never that precise without a GPS, but it will start heading home if you've sort of lost sight of it. You simply press this one here and you get the little flashing LED, and then it will start heading back home. And to stop it heading back home, just press that again and that will take it back off again. These ones here and these two here are trim, so that's trim for your yaw, this is trim for your pitch, and this is trim for the roll. And obviously it's a mode 2 flying, so your throttle's on this side and your pitch and roll's on this side. These are the camera controls, but mine doesn't work that way because it uses the Wi-Fi to put it onto the phone, so there's no recording on the camera on this particular one, but your model might have it. But here's your camera and your video controls, and then you've got these little buttons on the top here. This one puts it into flipping, so you press that and it will just keep beeping until you use this one to choose a direction. Once you've chosen a direction, it would obviously flip that way. It'll only flip the once and then it stops. And then we've got actually 4 rate changes here, which is quite good. So it always starts off in low rates. Press that, you get a double beep, so it goes into second rate. Press it again, 3 beeps, and then high speed is 4 beep beep beep, and then if you press it again, it's cyclical, it just comes back around to 1 again. So if you're new to flying, definitely start off in 1. It's a nice gentle one, and then the more experience you get, the faster you get at it. Okay, if you want to use the screen for FPV and then actually go on to fly it using the app, this is the way you go about it. You simply flick on the actual quad itself, turn on your transmitter as we did before, it'll bind, and you need to just calibrate the not the accelerometer, the altimeter, the barometer on it. Not too sure whether you need to do that every time, but it doesn't hurt to do it, to be perfectly honest. And if you're using the Wi-Fi UFO app for the first time and you haven't bound it to your phone, what you'd need to do is go into your settings here and then go into Wi-Fi, and then you need to find the Wi-Fi UFO one, and it'll come up with some digits at the end. And then connect. Because mine's already run it once or twice, it automatically connects to it anyway, so that's fine. Come back to your home page, then you launch the application. If you launch the application first of all, you probably won't actually get it to show you the picture, to go live, and there we go. There we are, that's all up. No problem at all. And there's a bit of lag in it, but it's not too bad actually, it's quite good. Now you just fly normally, so all you're using the screen for is just FPV, which is really good actually. If you want to take photographs, you press this one and it will take a photograph, makes a little camera click noise. If you want to record video, you press this one and it will start recording video. And as you can see, it's starting to count up here, and it basically records it onto your phone. There's no storage on my one, on the actual camera on the quad at all. And then I tend to do everything else using the controls here. I actually find them a lot easier than trying to fly with the app. But if you want to fly with the app, all we have to do, turn off the transmitter, take your phone out, or you can leave it on if you want, if you're going to find that easier sort of thing, and then basically we just come into here and then you can fly. So this will be your throttle and your pitch and your roll, so you can do all that. If you're adventurous, I can't fly like this, but if you put that way, as you tilt around, it will tilt with it. There we go. So I don't know if hopefully the camera will pick that up, but your pitch and your roll is basically as you move your phone around, and then your throttle and your yaw is the same. I really can't fly with that, I'm not good with that at all. And then if you want to use the auto takeoff, auto landing, which I think you're going to need to with this one, because you can't arm it. If not, you can't pull the two joysticks out, it won't actually arm the quad. It doesn't make any difference on this one. So you would need to use the auto takeoff, auto land. I'm not going to do that indoors, but you simply press this one, it will lift and off it goes, a sort of meter and a half high. And then auto land, you press this one. The controls stay the same as well, so it's rather good. And then if you press that, it literally stops the motors dead, so it will drop out of the sky. So if you've got a problem, you can just hit that, which is a sort of safety thing. But the way to land is to press this one. And obviously you've got, you can do your flips and everything, and you've got to record, take still photographs and record as well. So there we go, we're all bound up, as you can see. Hopefully that will come out anyway. And then I'm going to record, start the video going. That's good. And let's bind. It automatically binds. And then we want to calibrate the gyro by pulling those in. And then we can auto take off with this one here. So let's just give that a go. That's pretty good. There we go, and that's the altimeter coming in to its own. It's just, they do pulse around a little bit to start off with, which is fair enough just to start off with, but this one's pretty good actually. And that's in low rates, and as you can see, that is nice and gentle. Just what you want from low rates, really. Nice little flyer. Doing nothing with the throttle, it's just holding it there, it's lovely. So let's pop it up into medium rates. Oh, well, you've got 4 rates on this one, so this is second rates basically. Again, quite gentle. And the nice thing with this altitude hold, it does actually drop when you actually pull it down. A lot of the altitudes you have to really struggle with them. So I'm going to pop that up into third rates, and now we're getting a little bit more of a move on. The Wi-Fi is still holding well. Yeah, no, it's working okay. It's not the best picture, I must admit. It's quite, I don't think the camera's particularly good, but might just get you started into Wi-Fi. Let's just run that out over there. So that's about 30 meters. I'm going to walk back now, and the Wi-Fi's still working. I've seen them go out before then. Let's just bring it back. And I'll put it up into high rates. Let's just come down here, and I know this is 50 meters then. What I can do from over here. So we're up into high rates, and to change the rates you press this one here, and it's cyclical, as I explained. Right, so we'll do 50 meters then. Give a little bit of altitude, and that Wi-Fi is still working well. Yeah, that's over 50 meters now. Yeah, definitely, because we're clear of those. We're over the bush now, so that's, yeah, definitely. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, and again you can see that altitude hold working. Really nice. I'm touching nothing here. Actually, in fourth rates it's quite got a little bit of a move on it. It's not a sports flyer by any means, but it's very nice. Whee! Hasn't got a lot of grunt. The thing with having altitude hold, it does sort of dull the throttle down a wee bit. Well, this is pretty good. Nice little flyer. These are great anyway. I mean, I've had several different models of these. Basically, they're all just clones of the Syma X5, the original one. And yeah, no, they do all sorts of things. You can do manual flipping with them and everything. You take that camera off. So let's just try a flip then. So this is using the button as a flip, so this one here, and then you just decide whatever way you want it to go. And then headless mode is simply here. Press that, and then we get flashing LEDs, which means we're in headless. Well, it's certainly in headless. And to take that out of headless, you just simply press that again. And then if you want return to home, I'll give that a little go. Just pop that over there, and then just press this one here. There she goes, and going nowhere near where home is, but it's sort of would get you back if you were way out of range. Obviously it's going to start coming back. That was in high rates, so I think that's why that batted back towards us. Let's just try that in very low rates. There we go. That video's still working nicely actually. So I'm going to press that again,
Hey, that's a bit better. There we go. And you can usually cancel it by moving the right stick as well, so let's just give that a quick go. So let's just press return to home, and then just, yeah, once you press that, so basically if you're way away and you can't see it, and you press return to home, it'll start heading home, and no matter what direction it's facing. There we go, so I faced it towards me, and it still just does the same thing again. And then you can change it simply by take it out, sorry, simply by doing that. And when it's in return to home, the LEDs flash as well. The LEDs are reasonable actually. You can see them fine. Let me show you that again. There we go. So they're flashing now. Actually, in high rates, it certainly comes back at a fair old rate. Let me show you. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. So it's in high rate. So now if I press it, there we go. Whee. That was me pressing the button by mistake. Oh, I think we got low battery. There we go. But very good. That worked fine. Yeah, I think we got low battery warning. Let me just double check that. Ah, there we go. So the other way of arming it is like that, like I showed before. Oh yeah, that is definitely low battery. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, having said that. Yeah. And the Wi-Fi actually is quite impressive. It's not the best picture in the world, but it's certainly working. Oh, pop the video back on. Don't know what that was. Whether or not I pressed a couple of buttons at once there when it was in high rates, I don't know. Hey, nice little flyer. Very gentle. Even in high rates, it's still nice and gentle. Good fun though. Nice. Now we're getting flashing LEDs, yep. Which is fair enough, I think. God, that would make a stunning video with those sort of flips around. Whoops, let's just kill the video. Oh dear. We've got a Tigger jump on it now. So just to kill the throttles, just pull it back out. Pull them both out, that'll kill the throttle.
So what do I think of it? Well, I like the FQ range anyway. They seem the little tiny ones they do are brilliant, and I've got quite a few of those now. This is the first one I've got of this size, and from them anyway. I've had several ones of this size, literally cloned to the original X5, and this one is no disappointment at all. The altitude hold works really well. I like the 4 rates; they're all different, which is rather nice. The transmitter works really well, and as Precise could just do with, was one of my little bugbears, could do with actually telling you what everything does. That would make life a little bit easier for you, especially if you're new to flying, because you just got this lovely Tigger effect black and orange gaming console in front of you basically, and you wouldn't have a clue what anything was doing. But that being said, it does work really well, and it's nice and comfortable in the hand. The thumb things are good for thumbers, and if you want to pinch, there's a nice good area there to grab hold of with the joysticks. Really nice. The camera was not any great guns, but you wouldn't expect it to be. But the FPV was better than a lot. I've had a lot drop out at sort of 30 meters. This was 50, I would say best part of 60 meters I did, and no problem at all. Not even a hint of a dropout sort of thing. So props are brilliant. If they hit anything, they'll deflect and get out the way. You can fly indoors. The LEDs were pretty good on it. So really, a great big paws up, thumbs up. A great little one if you want to get into flying and try a little bit of FPV. I really don't think you could go far wrong with this.